How would you like to get a load of laundry done, get dinner started, or prepare your grocery list, all while you are, quote, at the office? That's all possible with a home-based body contouring business. And here's a stat that should impress you. The income that's produced by home-based businesses has grown by 230% in the last few years. So, if you like those numbers, and you like to multitask, and you like the idea of both low startup and operating costs, then running your business from the comfort of your home, it may be the ideal choice for you. But just like with anything else, it's not the right fit for everyone. If you want to learn more about the home-based body contouring business model to see if it is the right fit for you, you'll find all the information you need in this episode. Listen in to get the details, to learn how to set it up, and to discover the pros and cons of the home-based body contouring business model. Stay tuned.
You're listening to the Body Contouring Academy's Proven Profits podcast, where you'll learn simple, actionable strategies from real-world, successful body contouring professionals to help you generate more revenue, realize the profits you want, and create the life you desire. Hi, I'm Shannon.
And I'm Kay.
And we're your hosts of the Proven Profits podcast.
Hi there, healthcare professionals, business owners, body contouring technicians, and beauty professionals. Welcome, everyone. Kay here. Shannon and I want to thank you for being here, too. Have you been wanting to get your body contouring business off the ground, but something is always holding you back? Maybe it's a concern about childcare or about money. Maybe you feel you have way too much else going on. Well, we're going to tell you something important. There will never be a perfect time or even a right time, but you can minimize your concerns by setting up a business in your home, by providing care in a home-based body contouring business. Welcome to the second episode of our 3-episode series, walking you through the steps to set up your body sculpting business using one of the 3 business models. In each of the 3 episodes, we'll take a deep dive into one particular business model. So listen to each episode and find out which one is right for you. In our last episode, we detailed the mobile body contouring business model. And if you missed it, be sure to check it out. We're leaving a link to it in today's show notes. Today, we're outlining the home-based body contouring business model. And next time, we'll conclude our trio of business model episodes with the lease space or booth space body contouring business model. In each of our episodes, we'll discuss the benefits and the considerations, plus we tell you how to get started. And for all our Body Contouring Academy students, current or former, we also have a free business guide to go with each episode that's available for your download. You can find it in your Body Contouring Academy Community Resource Library. If you're not a student yet, you're probably thinking, well, that's a bummer. I want those guides. Well, check out how easy and affordable it is to enroll in an online body contouring certification course and get all the perks. We're leaving a link that takes you to our current courses in today's show notes so you can check it out. Now, here's our opinion. If you want the best way and the most affordable way to become a student at the Body Contouring Academy, then take a look at our Body Contouring Fundamentals course. It is not only the best body contouring reference for your resource library, The course is only $49, so we'll leave a link to that course in today's show notes for you. But now it's time to dive into the home-based body contouring business model. Well, you already know the demand for body contouring services, period, is high and continuing to grow rapidly. It's a fact that's repeated by numerous sources again and again, and it was stated again very recently in the context of body contouring certification courses, and that was in the Ultimate Guide to Body Contouring Certification Courses. But pertinent to the home-based body contouring business, of those growing numbers in body contouring, more and more of them prefer their care delivered in a home. Now, does that fact surprise you? Or maybe not. Either way, here's something that should grab your attention. Within the last few years, home-based business revenue, well, it shot up by 230%. 230, guys. Just so you know how significant that is, let's look at a couple of examples. A 230% increase takes an annual income, say you make $60,000. Well, that 230 increase, what does it turn 60,000 into? Get this, $198,000. Nearly 200, guys. That sounds amazing to me. And I find those numbers really hard to ignore. But besides the prospect of high profitability, the home-based body sculpting business has a lot of other advantages, and we're going to discuss those today. Question is, as you listen, do you think it's right for you? So what are the benefits of a home-based body sculpting business? Well, number one, you don't have to pay rent. You already pay rent or a mortgage for your home. And with a home-based body sculpting business, you're not going to have to commit to that additional obligation of more rent or more mortgage. Number two, on that note, setting up your business and starting a home-based business right out of your home, well, that significantly cuts the amount of money you're going to need to get started. So the startup cost is lower. For example, you're not going to have additional expenses for rental deposits, for utilities, for phone services to that address, to commercial signage, to etc. And did you know that half of small businesses in the U.S., well, they're started at home? I didn't know that. Now, moving on to number three, you will have lower overhead, especially when you compare it to a separate physical location like a lease space. So that ongoing savings you're going to have from rent, from not having separate utilities and those other expenses, well, that adds up and means a lot of savings over time. Number four is you won't have any commuting expenses or spend any of your valuable time commuting. So that no commute means a savings of both time and money, because your, quote, office is literally steps away from your kitchen. So no extra spend on gas or auto maintenance, and no added miles or wear and tear on your car. Number five, you're going to have much more control over your schedule. Maybe you need to see your clients when your kids are off and away at school, or when you have babysitter availability, which that time may change day to day. Or perhaps you need the evenings and or weekends when you're not working your day job. You're still working another job. So when you think about it, maybe it's the concerns like these that are the big reasons why women are much more likely than men to have home-based businesses. Makes sense to me. How about you? Well, because a home-based body sculpting business, you're free to set your appointment schedule according to your needs and your restrictions. You're not at the mercy of lease-based complex restraints or your boss's schedule. Now, here's a biggie. Number 6 is you can multitask. With a home-based body sculpting business, if you have gaps in your schedule, you can get things done around the house. A load of laundry, starting a meal in a crock pot, all while you're at work, quote, no problem with a home-based body sculpting business. And when you can stay productive, even those annoying last-minute cancellations, well, they won't be such a bother. That all sounds good, right? But now, what steps do you need to take to start a home-based body contouring business? What are your considerations? Well, here's how to prepare for a home-based body contouring business. First, and this is very important, guys, can you guess it? Create a designated private space apart from your personal space. If you want to build a big client base and a profitable home-based body sculpting business, you have to set up that designated private space in your home and dedicate it to your studio. You're going to also need to stock it with supplies and machines. So you'll need all those necessary supplies and the equipment that you're going to need. We're going to give you a checklist to get started. Now, it's probably a good idea to just listen now. And then, if it turns out you're leaning into this model, go back, listen again, and take notes. So you're going to need business necessities, a credit card reader like a Square reader so you can accept payments. You'll need your treatment forms, and you'll need a smartphone for rebooking. Marketing materials, don't forget about that. Put a sign at the entrance to your studio or out front. Make sure you have some business cards. And really important, show your authority, show your competence, show your knowledge, and frame and hang all your certifications. Now, the treatment fundamentals, think about lightweight, portable massage table. It doesn't need to be a big, heavy-duty one. You'll need sheets or table paper, and you'll need that small utility cart so you can put your machine and hold your supplies. Also, you'll need, as we mentioned earlier, your machines for your treatments. You're also going to need supplies. So you'll need your chair and end table or a coffee table for your client. Think about it. Where's she going to go? Not straight to your exam table or your massage table. You'll need gloves, sanitary hand wipes, 2 to 3 small pillows, 2 to 3 small towels, and then some extra pillowcases and towels. You'll need your smartphone, or you could use a camera for photos, measuring tape, some compact lightweight scales so you can track your client's weight, unscented baby wipes for cleaning clients following treatments, Cavi wipes or other EPA-approved disinfectants for disinfecting. You're going to need treatment-specific supplies depending on what treatments you're performing. For example, ultrasound gel, antifreeze membranes, those kind of things. And make sure you have that small trash can and plastic garbage liner bags, and also a separate container to hold soiled linen. There's a couple of essential extras, and one is fragrance. So make sure you select a signature fragrance, and you can use either aromatherapy or essential oils for this. And you have your signature music or sound, which should be relaxing and should be soothing. Now, maybe you're thinking you have concerns about limited space for your home-based business. Well, one important piece of advice we have for you is to choose machines that deliver multiple technologies and therefore have the ability to treat multiple body issues. That just simply means less space is required because fewer machines are required. So that's why, one of the reasons why, We so often recommend our Body Contouring 6-in-1 Masterclass because you'll learn and get certified in cavitation, RF skin tightening, vacuum LED, and lipo laser, which means you'll be able to help your clients with fat reduction, skin tightening, cellulite smoothing, and stretch mark minimizing. And all of that, guys, with one machine. So we did put a link in today's show notes to the course details if you want to check it out. So next up, still on setting up your room, here's some organizational tips to think about in your body contouring studio. Now here's another one that I want you to guess. What do you need to do first? And that's make a good first impression. No, make a great first impression. Studies show that clients form a first impression in between 1 second and 7 seconds. So you need to pay attention to the details, the entrance, the way your room smells, how the lighting appears, whether it's cluttered, whether it appears professional. Make sure you include calming colors to promote relaxation, a comfortable chair, and a space for your client to set her belongings. So declutter, hide, and organize. Cleanliness and organization conveys your professionalism. Make sure your supplies are stored neatly, either within your utility cart or within a cabinet. And prioritize client comfort. Add relaxing music and that pleasing fragrance. Now, other considerations are these kind of things. Do you have accessible parking for your clients? Will anyone else be at your home, like a family member, a roommate, while you are actually serving clients? And if so, what measures do you need to take and will you take to ensure your client's privacy and your client's sense of comfort and privacy? You want your client has to feel safe and secure and private. Now here's a big question. Do you have or will you have a dedicated restroom for your clients? Or will your clients be sharing with one of the family restrooms? So the second consideration is you're going to need to set boundaries and you're going to need to set rules, because all your clients need to view your body sculpting studio as a business with business rules and business boundaries, even though it's within your home. So make sure you set them and enforce them. You're going to be seeing both new and established clients in your business, but at first, each and every one of your clients is a new client and a, quote, stranger entering your home. So take these steps. Make sure to get a full name, phone number, email address, and credit card information upon booking. And do one of these things. Charge a non-refundable deposit, $50 for example, that'll be credited towards the payment for services. Or you could collect payment in full up front at the time of booking and make it non-refundable only if inadequate cancellation notice is given. And make sure to require intake paperwork to be completed and submitted to you prior to the appointment so you know a little bit about the client before she even arrives. Now, you also need to think about number 3, which is setting your fees. And be realistic when you're setting your fees, guys. Clients pay for the entire treatment experience, from the environment to the conversation, and not just the treatment service. So you want to ensure your clients will be getting the same entire treatment experience at your home-based body sculpting business as they would at a high-end spa. Now, many providers who have done this, who've started a home-based business, they started with lower fees at the beginning and worked their way up as they built a reputation. Another option is to price your services with, quote, regular fees that are much higher than you really would charge, and then offer discounts like introductory discount, grand opening discount, VIP specials, and so on. That gives you the leeway to go up in your pricing when the time is right. Bottom line, you can change your prices, but first, focus on building loyalty, building a good reputation, and building a big client base. Then you can increase your prices and elevate your profits. Finally, number 4 is investigate the legalities. Make sure you've checked for restrictions or requirements for your home-based business. Consider zoning issues, HOA restrictions, whether or not you should or you have to buy extra homeowners insurance coverages, and also don't forget business insurance. That's it. You've heard the pros and you've heard the cons. Do you think the home-based body sculpting business model is for you? Now, one of the biggest questions entrepreneurs have to answer when starting a business, so especially a body contouring business, is where are they going to locate it? Well, why not within your own home? Right now, the demand for home-based services actually exceeds supply. And with a business in your home, you'll enjoy low expenses, high profit potential, super flexibility, and low overhead. The big question today, right now, is if the home-based model is right for you. And are you ready to start a successful home-based body sculpting business? And to get ready, we tell you to make sure you have the credentials you need. Enroll in one of our online body contouring certification courses and get started with courses authored by us, body contouring business experts. Plus, at the Body Contouring Academy, you'll get access to comprehensive resources, including the Home-Based Body Sculpting Business Guide that's found in our BCA Community Resources Library. That's it for today. Make sure to stay tuned for part 3 of our series, where we're going to be detailing the body sculpting business within a leased space or a leased booth. We'll see you then. Until then, beautiful wishes.
If you enjoyed our podcast, we'd really appreciate it if you take a few minutes to leave us a review. And if you'd like to learn more about our courses and resources, you can get all the scoop by visiting our website, bodycontouringacademy.com. That's bodycontouringacademy.com. Thank you so much for listening. As always, have a great rest of your day. And until next time, beautiful wishes.